Howdy people, there's a lot of stuff going on depending on what camera you're looking at. It's just crazy. So I recorded this clip here, so we'll watch it all the way through, and then I'll do some close-up shots and talk a little bit more about this. So just watch this through. Pay close attention to the activity that's taking place. There's all types of little UFOs flying around. I mean, they're flying, stopping, turning right, turning left, stopping, taking off, stopping. And there's no way that stars or comets, asteroids, it's nothing other than some type of craft that is showing signs of high intelligence. And I was able to isolate a couple of them, and you'll see. But look at this. Who turned off the lights? I mean, it just went to darkness. Wow. There is so much going on. Heat waves all across the world. Look at those. I mean, you can track these little UFOs. I mean, you can actually track one as it flies around. It stops and turns, and then the lights come back on. If that was a light bulb, I would say, oh, it just went out again. I would say the light bulb is going out. And look at over here on the right, what's supposed to be Jupiter. It looks like it just took a direct hit. It's blowing smoke. See the black stuff? Crazy. I mean, if that is Jupiter as they're claiming, I went and looked at what planet it's supposed to be. Well, one place I looked said Jupiter, another place I looked said Mercury. So take your pick. On both NASA websites. But regardless of what it is, it's just taken on some serious damage. And of course, none of this is on the news. Okay, pay attention to this area. All these white dots, some of these are UFOs, if not all of them. You need to slow it down when you're watching this on the website. Just click slower and slow it down, and then you're able to track them easier. The ones that are moving are the ones that look at that laser. And that was a near miss. Alright, here's where I isolate one of them so you can see what I mean. Watch. Okay, see the one that just blinked on right there? It just shot down there, and it went over there, and turned left, went up, and took off. That was one UFO making sudden stops and turning. It was not just one solid movement. I mean, it went and stopped, and then it turned left, turned, and then disappeared. Look at this CME coming out the side here. It looks like there's objects coming out with it if you watch the very end there. That thing is huge. Look at it compared to the size of the sun. Whatever that white stuff is, man. Look at that up there. I slowed this down to 20%. Try to make it easier to track some of those. But I've seen numerous ones dart and then stop and stay stationary for a few seconds and then take off again and then stop. And there's no way asteroids, comets, or planets do that. They don't start and stop and start and stop and turn. And that's what these things are doing. I mean, you can see them. It's plain as day. Oh, they turned off the lights. want to know how that happens. How does all of a sudden all the illumination just goes away? And another thing that's really odd is the activity in the various cameras doesn't match up. And I've noticed that for a long time. See, if you even zoom in closer, there's a lot of activity taking place. You know, look at all those things moving in there. And they're not, I mean, they're starting and stopping and turning, going backwards. That is not just debris or showing signs of intelligence. Turn the lights back on. That's bizarre. Okay, now watch what happens here. This thing looks like it took a direct hit. Look at that. Are they trying to blow it up? Is it heading right towards the sun? Look at the little white things that come around it. Look at that. See those ones? Godspeed. I hope you all are safe. I'll talk to you again soon. Let me know what you're hearing out there and seeing.